Before we get started with the video today, guys, I want to let you viewers out there know that only a small fraction of you guys currently watching are actually subscribed to my channel, so make sure to smash that subscribe button for instant updates about videos that I release and other announcements, and also smash that like button to help my channel out. Enjoy the video. Yo, what is up, guys? It is Samool here, back with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today I'm just going to be showing you guys the teams that I use for most of PVE. I'm going to include my expedition teams as well for you guys once I go over the general hunt and raid teams that I use. But in general, my teams are nothing special. These are just like copy and paste teams that you can find online, but I'll just show you the ones that I use. Now, starting off for adventure, I'm sure you guys already know, make sure you guys just use stuff that is not friendship 10 and just farm with those units. You're making sure you can actually clear the stage, of course, because once you hit friendship 10, you get those 3 free molas. So yeah, like Politis, Valencia, Bellion, right? I use those units pretty often, and Charon, so I should probably slot them in when I'm farming adventure, but I haven't really farmed adventure in a while, even though the new side story came out, because I haven't really had time. And everyone knows adventure farming does take a while, especially when you have a hunt one-shot team, because hunts are actually so fast and just kill time a lot quicker. So yeah, generally though, make sure you use your friendship units that you need to friendship up, and you'll be fine. So this is my Wyvern team. So you'll see that this is my one-shot Wyvern team. I actually have a video on Wyvern one-shot and how to actually do it. But this is the team that I use. This is the standard team, probably the most popular team. I know there's a lot of variations, but I don't really use my SSB in PvP anymore because she's actually pretty hard to use. Ever since Rem came out, I think Rem is just a general better overall unit. But I do think SSB is still very, very good in arena offense auto teams. Even though... Actually, probably not because of Violet, but if you hit teams that don't have Violet, she's still pretty good. I think she's actually better than Rem for auto teams. But yeah, I don't really use her anymore, so I have her as my Wave 1 one-shotter. Then I have Sigurd as my boss one-shotter, and then Karin as my defense breaker. And Sinful Angelica's here because, yeah, you need her. There's a lot of variations though, but this is the team I use, probably the most common, and the stat requirements aren't too crazy on this. But yeah, very, very fast for me. This is like a 1-minute team. Next, we have my Asthma team. So I don't actually have my Asthma one-shot ready. I actually do have the gear for it. The thing is, I need to actually awaken and enhance my Watcher Shuri. I'm just kind of lazy, but I have a lot of spare rage set gear that I am ready to slap on. I just don't really farm Asthma that much anymore because immunity sets are losing value. But I do think I will actually still make my one-shot Asthma team very quickly in the near future, because I do think immunity sets are still very strong, just not as strong as in the past. But yeah, this is my team that I use. So I have Tamarin as my tank and healer because she's God's tier in Azlanak and pretty much everywhere. Then I have Vildred as my egg one-shotter, and then Luluka as my defense breaker and strip on Isle of Violin. And then you'll see I have Aros here, mostly because I need him in case my Luluka misses her strip over and over with her violin, which shouldn't happen, but he's here as like a safety net. And the dual attack with the what's it called? The dual attack with the defense break is nice. I have my team tuned so Vildred is slightly higher attack than Luluka. So when Aros A2 or S2s, Vildred will always attack with him. So very, very nice. This is my Banshee one-shot team. I also made a video on this. My Vivian and Leo are literally stripped of all gear. They just have the speed requirements. And then my Charles is there to one-shot the first wave. And Baiken one-shots the boss. If you guys are curious, you guys can check it out. My Golem team is pretty troll. I don't actually have Sirmia, so I can't one-shot it, unfortunately, but I don't farm Golem ever. But this is a team that works in like 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't think I've ever farmed Golem in my life, actually. But I do know there's some usage, like SSB, I guess. Not really, because lifesteal set's better. When do you actually use Golem sets? I'm trying to think, like LQs, no, like, yeah, I just don't think Golem set's that great. This is my Katie's team, so I run Rowana Tamarin with SSB and Great Chief Koana. The thing is, my SSB is on a Wyvern one-shot, so it is a little bit slower, but still very good. I wish I had Strays so I can one-shot this as well, but I have to deal with not having him. I know there's other one-shot teams that don't involve Strays, but I don't have Sirmia either, so I can't. But hopefully I do get Sirmia in the future. I really should have pulled on that banner, but I really didn't have the bookmarks to spare because that was the ReZero collab. So yeah, but yeah, this is my Katie's team for now. And then this is my Hellraid auto team. So I actually have to switch out my SSB's gear when I want to do this because she's on the Wyvern one-shot gear. But I do use this team. Not solo, but can kill every single boss on auto. I'll release a video on my Hell Raid auto team in the future if you guys are curious on how it works and what stats you need to hit. Another really common one is Caesarado instead of SSB. It probably is better. I probably will actually slot in Caesarado, but I don't actually have the gear for him yet. So yeah, I'm not really using him. I'm actually sure that I can scramble some gear and make it work, but I'm too lazy to sit down and think about the gear and the stats and stuff like that. But for now, this is my team. I'll probably switch it up in the future, especially because I do think Caesarado is a little bit faster than SSB and safer. So that's my general purpose teams. Am I missing anything? Let's go over my arena team. Actually, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, so I did go over this in the past, but I'll go over it again. This is my arena defense team. So I know a lot of people actually like running this team. It's probably one of the most annoying teams to go against in arena defense, especially in high champion, because there's a lot of RNG here, especially because, you know, I can counter with Rem and Bellion. But I know a lot of people like running this. This is like a probably the most common team at the moment. But I actually prefer having Rem because I like being an asshole and having that extra layer of RNG because, yeah, I always get RNG when I attack defenses, so I'm pretty sure this always RNGs people as well. And if we look at the stats here, you can see that I am pretty much RNGing like everyone, right? Some weeks I have like 60% plus defense rates, right? Some weeks I get attacked once and no one attacks me. This week I got attacked 4 times, right? So yeah, this is my arena defense team. Pretty effective in making people rage, I think, and not ever want to attack me. But yeah, getting into expedition team. So let me preface, I don't have my light expedition team running because, yeah, I actually haven't been playing that much this month. Also haven't been uploading that much this month, but I'll go over my other expedition teams. So can I? Oh, this expedition failed. Okay, anyways, let's go over my teams real quick. I think I can show all of them here, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is my dark expedition team. So I have Flurry as my tank. I have Tamarin as my... Well, Tamarin's going to be in pretty much every team. She's pretty OP. And then I have Landy as my DPS. And then Luluka as my defense breaker. Pretty good. This is probably one of the most common teams. I think this... Actually, this is probably the second most common. I think the most common is Cerise instead of Luluka. But I actually don't have my Cerise geared at the moment because I don't have enough speed gear because Wyvern hates me. If you guys watch my crafting videos, you know. So yeah, this is my dark expedition team. This is my fire expedition team. Probably the best team you can run. Another alternative is going to be TG, Turner Guard, instead of Luca, and Rose instead of Crow. That team's probably a little bit better, but my Luca works here perfectly fine, and she's on my Asthma team, so I kind of have her double dipping, especially as an early game, mid game player and a free to play player. You're going to want to have units that double dip, triple dip into different areas of content, so you don't have to spread your good gear as much, and that way you'll be able to have more teams running at the same time, and you don't have to, you know, waste a lot of time looking for more gear to gear other units that can only be used in one area of content. That's why Tamarin is really good. She's OP in so many areas of content, and that's also why I really like Luluka, because you can use her in Wyvern, you can use her in Asthma, you can use her in Raid, Expedition, right? I use her in 2 Expedition teams as well, so it's so many areas of content that you can use Luluka in. So I'm a big Luluka fan, if you couldn't tell. This is my Earth Expedition team. So I use Charon as my main DPS because basically I had Charon built from 1.5 years ago when he was super OP, and then he sucks everywhere, so the only area you can use him is Earth Expedition. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use him here so that I have a use for him because I have a Molud already. So yeah, this is my expedition team for Earth Expedition. Charon's my main DPS. I have Tenebria because she's god tier in this expedition. You can use Balances on instead of Charon. He's pretty good as well. Probably a little bit better, but I like Charon for the reasons I mentioned. And then I have Eros as my tank, probably the best tank here, and then Tamarin as the healer, probably the best healer. Is there another expedition? I feel like I'm missing. Okay, so this is my Ice Expedition team. So I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty scuffed. It's not good. It's just not good, but I get 500k with it, so I'm fine. Yeah, my Baikon's on literally Banshee one-shot gear, so she's really slow, but this team has a lot of CR pushing, so it works out. I really want to explain the details on how this works, but I don't know how this works. It just works. I wouldn't recommend this. Just use like Ram, use Helga, use Ruzid, and Rwana, and then you'll have a god tier team that's like really free to play. But yeah, I don't recommend my team, but it works. Landy's actually not bad here. Flurry's pretty good, and Tamarin's pretty good. The Baiken is a little suspect. If you just replace Baiken with another unit, it should be fine though. Maybe Baiken's good though. I can't really tell. I can't really comment on this anymore. But yeah, those are my Expedition teams. So a lot of you guys have been asking what my teams were. So that's pretty much it for PVE. Did I miss anything? Let me check. Abyss, you guys probably know. You guys change it up all the time. But for Abyss in general, I'll just say it right now. It's like Dizzy, Spectre Tenebria, Tamarin, and Angelic Montmorency up until 100. I did not go past 100 because I hate Abyss. I hate Abyss with a passion. I'll probably do it eventually, but no, I just don't have the brain power to do it right now. So probably not for like a couple months. When there's another free unequip event, I'll do it. But for now, I'm gonna pass. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my Epic 7 PvE teams. I'll show some PvP teams in the future if you guys are interested. Just let me know down in the comments below. So I know you guys want to see my PvP teams. If not, it's fine. I don't really mind not showing that either. It's gonna take a lot of time, and there's a lot of teams I use anyways, so I'm trying to think about how to present it. But yeah, as always guys, if you guys can leave a comment, like, and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.